Hey friends, so this message is a little more blunt than usual because this subject touches on a major pet peeve of mine. And that major pet peeve is people who can't, won't, and don't ever apologize. Now, there are usually a few reasons why people struggle so much with apologies. Some don't apologize for anything ever because they are straight up narcissistic. They will never admit when they're wrong to anyone, and they will always try to blame everything on someone else. You are more likely to run into Napoleon Bonaparte at the grocery store than you are to receive an apology, a real one anyway, from these kinds of people. Then you have the people who are embarrassed about what they did and said, and they don't want to revisit that shame even for a minute. So they don't apologize even when they know they were dead wrong. And finally, you have the people who won't apologize because they value being right over their relationship with the person they harmed. There are a few things that all of these people usually have in common. One is typically that they suffer from some kind of deep-seated low self-worth. It might even be subconscious, and their ego is too fragile to handle the blow of being wrong. The ego's defense mechanism kicks on, sometimes without them even realizing it, and they will immediately externalize blame and sometimes even try to dispute proven facts just to avoid lowering themselves for an apology. An apology is an admission that they too have flaws just like the rest of us that they simply cannot handle. So they will double down on their wrongness, so to speak. Sometimes they will even attack the other person involved so they don't have to feel diminished in any way. Sometimes people will interpret these behaviors as that person being tough or a savage or whatever words kids use these days. But listen, refusing to back down when you're right is one thing, but when you're wrong, that doesn't make you tough, not even close. It makes you weak. It shows a little dent in the armor that is your self-esteem. The walls around that should not be so fragile that admitting a mistake makes them crumble. Yet with some people, that's the case. They would rather suffer the consequences than admit they were wrong, and sometimes those consequences are that they lose friendships, relationships, jobs, you name it. Imagine that. Imagine someone's desire to be right being so strong that they are willing to lose something meaningful, like a relationship with another person, just because they cannot say the simple words, "I'm sorry." I know. The urge to say, "get over yourself" or "grow up" is real with people like this. And listen, some people can and do. They grow the hell up and learn that human relationships are not disposable. Being right is not the be-all, end-all, but some never do. And the mistake that we make in dealing with the ones who don't is that we continue to argue our point and try to make them see. But the truth is, you can't. It isn't truly a battle they're fighting with you anyway. It's a battle they're fighting with themselves. All you can do is disengage. If they truly value their connection with you, they will do something to try to mend fences. And they will do it on their own. Any apology someone is guilted into or forced to make will never be an actual apology. Neither is "I'm sorry you feel that way." That isn't an apology at all. It's a cop-out. Mistakes happen all the time, so do disagreements. The person at the other end of that should always be more important than being right. If you won an argument, but you lost a friend, a partner, a job, what have you, then you didn't really win anything. When you do wrong, admit it. Own up to it. Do better. That's not giving up. It's growing up. And it's a great way to earn respect. Chewy? Chewy agrees. She's slightly off camera over here, but she is, in fact, here. Wait, here she is. Come on, Chew. No? Okay. Anyway, that's all I've got for you this week. I'll be back next week with another priority message. Until then, take good care of yourselves. Bye.